Welcome to this tutorial on reversing a linked list recursively. This is a classic coding interview problem that tests your understanding of recursion and pointers. Today, we'll break it down step by step. First, let's quickly review what a linked list is. It's a chain of nodes. Each node contains some data, like a number, and a pointer that tells us where the next node is. The last node points to null, indicating the end of the list. Our goal is simple. We want to take an input list like 1, 2, 3 and reverse the direction of the pointers. So 3 should point to 2, 2 should point to 1, and 1 should point to null. 3 becomes the new head. The recursive strategy relies on faith. We divide the problem. We assume that our function can successfully reverse the rest of the list. We just need to handle the connection between the current node and that reversed part. Every recursive function needs a stopping point, called the base case. If the list is empty, or if we are at the very last node, there is nothing to reverse. We simply return the head as is. Here is the leap of faith. We call our function on the next node. This goes all the way to the end of the list. The function will return the new head of the reverse sublist, which will be the last node of our original list. Now for the actual reversal. When the recursion unwinds, we are back at a specific node. We take the next node and make its next pointer point back to us. This effectively reverses the link between these two nodes. Finally, we must ensure our current node doesn't point forward anymore, or we'll have a cycle. We set the current node's next pointer to null. This is crucial for the very first node, which becomes the tail. Putting it all together, here is the complete Python code. We handle the base case, make the recursive call to get the new head, reverse the pointers for the current node, and finally return the new head up the stack. Let's analyze the performance. The time complexity is big O of n because we visit every node once. The space complexity is also big O of n due to the recursion stack storing a frame for every node in the list.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.